Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I'm so glad to see you here this morning. And of course, I have my coffee with my normal, um, what is it called? Sweet Italian cream, sugar-free version. And so good. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning, Anne Marie. Good morning, Alice. Nikki, it's good to see you. And let's see, Kaz, it's good to see you. Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you. And Roberta, nice to see everyone this morning. Oh, it's so good to be here with you, and I hope that you're having a great week. Today is Wednesday, so hey, Naomi, good morning. It's good to see you. Hey, Rita, it is good to see you. Good morning to Sweden. Oh my gosh, 1:16 p.m. there. Yay! Enjoying coffee with milk and Norwegian honey. Yay! That sounds so wonderful. Hey, Trudy, good morning. Good afternoon to those who are in the afternoon. It's so good to see everyone. And of course, for me, it is just after 8 o'clock in the morning here in not so sunny Florida. Today it's raining and overcast and stormy. And we've had some storms and some tornado watches and warnings here in Florida. Oh no, Trudy has internet problems. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Naomi. I am doing well. I'm doing well. I was a little late. I was getting ready to come on, and the florist for the funeral called me just to get an update and make sure that all of the flower plans were correct. And so I'm glad that he called. Because we got some stuff straightened out. Anne Marie, it's 12:17 p.m. Okay, so a lot of you are experiencing afternoon time. So you're having either tea or coffee, and I am having my first coffee of the morning. Good morning, Catherine. It's so good to see you. So glad to see you. Hey, Lori, good morning. It's good to see you. So good to see you. So, yes, I am practicing drinking my coffee without inhaling. So, that's an important thing to do around here because I'm very, very good at choking. 6:17 a.m. in Calgary. Oh, my, bless you. Catherine, you are up so early. Rita is on her second cup. She was up early and out the door at 8 a.m. Good morning. Good morning, Naomi. No breathing and drinking. That is right, Nikki. That is right. I know. That last one was rough. Well, I was trying not to make a lot of, trying to inhale noises. So, oh my goodness. Let's see. So, that's the one for this year. So, check. Choke on camera, check. So that one's out of the way, right? Nikki, she's on her second cup from her second pot. Oh my goodness. Nikki, are you like full of energy this morning? I bet you are. I bet you are. Oh my goodness. Morning, Roberta. So good to see you. So good to see you this morning. So, yes, I am on my first cup of coffee this morning, and it's really good. It's really good. I grabbed some of my mom's coffee. She brewed some, and only way. I know, Nikki. Only way you have energy, right? I know. Yes. Oh my goodness. So, Alice is just now making her coffee. Oh, you are running late this morning, Alice? No way. No way. Come on. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Maybe you stayed up too late last night. Yeah, I know. Insomnia's got us all, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe you just slept in a little bit this morning. Oh my goodness. Well, it's good to see everyone here this morning. And I thought, since I am in a maker mood, that we could talk today about, oh, you were trying to come to a stop point on your peacock. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And Roberta is working on a peacock. Isn't that amazing? Yes. And so I was thinking, oh, time change does take time to adjust, and I can't wait till we don't have to do it anymore. I seriously can't wait till we can just stay the same time, whatever it is, throughout the year. Although I am enjoying this sudden, oh, thank you, Alice. Alice says, hit that like reminder. And, oh, Wendy has finished her coffee. Now she's on to water. That sounds refreshing. Ooh, water sounds really good too. Yes, I heard that too, that Congress signed to stop the time change. And I know Florida's signed a bill, I thought. And so anyway, you know, I do like, the only part about Spring Forward that I like is that all of a sudden now, you know, it's later and it's brighter, just like suddenly, you know. But I wouldn't mind just gradually going into one rhythm and another instead of like jumping, you know, back and forth, back and forth. So anyway, yeah, I would be okay with that. I don't know, you know, and I think no matter what in the winter, it's going to be dark early in the morning and it's going to be dark early in the afternoon. It's just the, you know, the time of light is just shorter. And honestly, if it was for the farmers, they go by the sun anyway. So, I mean, you know, they're going to get up when they get up and go to bed when they go to bed. So, you know, it's not necessarily by the time, you know. Nikki says her son is in Arizona and it was an hour earlier than her. And oh, yes, they don't change. I forgot about that. And so now he's 2 hours earlier. Okay. I heard about that. Yeah. Well, that's a little confusing if you're trying to keep up with loved ones in different states and they change or they don't change and you change. And then you're like, okay, now I don't know what time it is there. Yeah. It makes it harder. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Oh, nice. So I thought that we could talk about makes and the kind of makes that we sell and how we present them to our public. Because quite honestly, I really hadn't thought about it that much. And, Roberta started her morning with a protein shake, cranberry orange fiber cookies. That sounds delicious. Yummy, yummy. I do love protein shakes, but they don't like me. So I can't. Oh, are you kidding me? North Dakota has 2 different time zones within it. No. We just have to stay away from North Dakota until we get this straightened out. Oh my goodness, I can't keep track of my own time zone. Could you imagine? Alice sent Trudy an elephant hat pattern for the grandbaby that's coming. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. You're welcome. You're welcome, Catherine. And, Trudy says she's trying not to fall asleep as she's up from 5 a.m. and it's now 2:30 p.m. I'm feeling you, Trudy. Oh my goodness, definitely. Yesterday, I did that. I was on the sofa waiting for my little girls, my little grandbabies to arrive. They've come in for the funeral. Of course, they didn't come in by themselves. They came in with their Mima and their mommy. My son is at a brand new job, so he could not get off work. And so he stayed home to work. And so, yeah, I was waiting for my little girls and I fell asleep right there on the couch. Fell asleep so hard that when they got there, it took me a little bit. I was like, hi, my babies, you know. I was still sitting on the couch, like so like out of it. But that's okay because they just want to come and climb in my lap and love on me for a while. Oh, Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're only getting the intro page. Okay. Catherine says, Trudy, if you start snoring, we're going to wake you up. Wake up! And probably you are going to fall asleep because my voice, I've been told, is very soothing and people can fall asleep to it very easily. So I'll try and make this interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I was, I really honestly hadn't given it a thought as to how I was going to present my makes to the public when I'm selling them. Honestly, what was wrong with me? I hadn't thought about it at all. I was thinking, oh, you want a pot holder? Here you go. Here's your pot holder. And yet there are so many different ways to present your completed projects that make them look as important as they are. And so my good friend Alice was so sweet and kind, and she sent me several links to some patterns for some wraps for, dishcloths, scrubbies, pot holders, and then just like a general make, whatever, and then some tags to go on them. And so it just got me thinking, where have I been? Why wasn't I thinking in terms of a businesswoman? Hey, good morning, Robin. Good morning. We are talking about when we sell our makes, how we present them to the public. And so, you've got a wheel turning. Oh, Trudy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes. Okay. I'm practicing swallowing and not breathing at the same time. So it got me thinking, what do other makers do? How do they present their makes? And where have I been? In a barrel this whole time, with a bunch of monkeys? Apparently, we've been in there playing the barrel of monkeys game or something. I don't know. So I'm thinking, thank you, Roberta. Thank you. And Roberta's giving me kudos for swallowing and not choking. Thank you, Catherine. I'm practicing. You guys are cracking me up. Oh my gosh, you're cracking me up. So, yeah. And so that really got me thinking. And are there, how many free patterns? Barrel of monkeys. I know. I know. And how many free patterns are out there that, that we're not taking advantage of? I don't know. But I bet we could find out. And I've got my tablet here. I'm trying to set it up. Yes, they do, Alice. They sure do. Because my grandchildren had it. And so, yes, they do. Okay. Well, good. My tablet has been updated. Well, that's good because I wasn't going to take the time to do that. That's for sure. Okay, let's get this a little brighter so that I can... Ooh, you can see I'm reflecting here. Let me turn on the Wi-Fi. And let me see. Now, we all like Pinterest, right? We're all into Pinterest. And I think that that's probably a good... Oh, you found them at Cracker Barrel. That's fun. And I think that that's a good place to start when you're looking for different things, such as the wraps. Good morning, Tina. It's good to see you. So good to see you. And then, of course, you get on there and you're like, oh, here. You might want to write down what you're looking for before you get onto Pinterest, because as soon as you start seeing things, you're going to be like, oh, wait, how do you make Reuben egg rolls? What? Reuben egg rolls? That sounds delicious. My mouth just started watering. Veggie latkes in the waffle iron. See, there you go. Squirrel. Cheesy baked green beans. I have got to, okay, see, now this was not a good thing. Let me look up printables. Eucalyptus shower melts. Dutch oven dinners. What? Oh my goodness. And let me go over to the, okay, here it is. The little magnifying glass, and let's search. Let's see. We are looking for printables. I should say crochet printables. Okay. Crochet. Let me change that to crochet. And now my good friend Alice. Oh, I know, I'm laughing at what Roberta said. I'm going to share with you. Crochet printable labels. There we go. Oh, Daisy Cottage Designs has free printables and free care instructions. There's a ton out there. And I thank you, Alice, for sending me all of those. And I believe that you said that you made those, and that is really, really wonderful. I love the way they work up. Let's see. Oh, there are a ton, and it's just all different kinds and all different styles. So certainly you can find something on here that will work and that will be compatible with your personality and with the types of makes that you're doing. And or you can make your own. And I love that. I love that, you know, we have that option. Now for me, on my laptop, I don't have anything new, like, you know, anything Microsoft, like, you know, Word or Publisher or anything like that. I would have to pay for it. And so I don't really have any, at this time, any ability to make something like that. So being able to rely on these already made printables is really a nice thing. There's one here, it says free dishcloth wrapper printable, and it says, oh my goodness, it's so cute, but it's kind of like, oh, I don't think I would put it on there. It says for a dish or a behind, just not at the same time. Okay, all right. And then reusable facial pads, wash, repeat, 100% cotton. The cup sleeves, facial rounds. Oh, there's one, it's really cute. It says, this took forever. And it's in fancy writing. So, you know, it's just cute, right? It's just cute. So, oh, ear warmer headband, crocheted with love, all kinds of things. And so if you can't find what you're looking for, then by all means, go ahead and make your own. But how many of you, can you help me out? How many of you, I know that there are several of you that sell your wares, sell your makes. Do you put labels on them? Do you put labels on all around sets, or do you put them individually and then sell them as a set? Do you personalize them, you know, with your name? Do you have a stamper with your name on it? Do you, I want to know how you do that. Roberta says the rabbit hole, also known as Pinterest. I went once to look up avocado ice cream and wound up with 4 new patterns and $100 worth of yarn. Oh my goodness. Okay, Lena's Design, Rita, she says, yes, I have labels on all my bags. That is good to know. Good morning, Maureen. Spring break around here, so enjoying an extra sleep time. Absolutely, absolutely. It's not our spring break here yet. We have spring break towards the end of April, so that's when we have ours. So yeah, I'm looking at these, and there are some that are, you know, pretty standard, and then there's some that are really sweet. Like this item was handmade with special care just for you, and the U is very large. And then it says care instructions on back. I like that. A lot of these are printed on either a rustic looking paper, which is really kind of cool, or a white paper, or yeah, that's usually what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing anything on like a color paper, like a blue or a red or anything like that. It's either, it seems like it's either white paper or rustic looking paper, like the butcher paper, you know, that kind of color. So that's kind of nice. So if you're going for the more rustic look or the more just elegant look, Roberta says, I do put wrappers on things. Shipping pretty is a pain sometimes, so I try to put all instructions in a thank you card. Okay, yes. And Naomi says, I've done both as wrapping in sets and individually. I've even wrapped some basket sets in cellophane. Oh, nice. And you know, here in the States, in the United States, we have a store that we formerly called Dollar Tree, but now they've gone up to $1.25. So now we're calling it 5/4 Tree. And oh, Anne Marie has never made items to sell. Okay, well, maybe this is your year, Anne Marie, or maybe this is just your year to think about it. You know, sometimes it takes time to gear up to actually sell things. I know, because that's the way I've been. So at the 5/4 Tree, you used to be able to buy the cellophane. It was shrink wrap. And so you would put it over your basket and you would tie a ribbon, and then you would take a hair dryer and just go all around it, and it would shrink to the product. And so it would shrink to the, it made it easier so that it didn't tear as easily, you know? Okay, you do mostly baby items, so labels aren't practical. Okay, yeah. So the labels, oh, you use a food sealer sometimes too, Roberta. That's interesting. I never thought about that. Oh, that is really nice, Alice. Alice doesn't actually sell her items, but she still packages them up to look pretty. And that's just that extra little step that we can take to show the people that are receiving our gifts, and also to elevate our items. That's really what I'm kind of thinking of, right? To elevate the makes to a different level. Instead of just, oh yeah, you know, Barbara just whipped this up and here, have it, you know, and it doesn't mean anything, or it doesn't register the quality of the item. If we give it as a gift, like for Christmas or birthday, and we have it wrapped, like with a Crocheted with Love wrap, or any of the free printables, you know, it gives it another level of sophistication. It gives it another level of, you know, of worth, I think is more like it. And yeah, Naomi's going to look for that shrink wrap. That's pretty neat. Yeah. And Roberta says, it makes sense to package pretty for gifts. I like that idea a lot. Catherine says, I'm crocheting and knitting a bunch of stuff to get a table at the market. That's awesome, Catherine. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. And Lori says no. That's all she said was no. Would you care to elaborate, Lori? Love you, girl. Love you, girl. Oh my goodness. And okay, so Maureen says, when I've done baby showers or bridal showers, I've always presented in a box or basket, sometimes with cellophane or tissue paper, depending on the present. Nice, or the presentation rather. And that's really nice. Okay, even when it's for a gift, yes, she likes to wrap it. And Maureen says presentation is everything, whether it's a giveaway or a sale. And Roberta says, I used to do that for baby showers, but found out most people will repackage, so you quit. Oh, let me see. What did you used to do? Let's see. Oh, You've always presented it in a box or a basket. Oh, I see. You said that most people will repackage it. They won't keep it in the basket. You know, here's the thing. I would give a different price if I was going to offer it packaged. You know, like extra, like $10 extra, I don't know, $15 extra, however much it costs you to package it extra, to gift pack it. Because some people will pay for the packaging because then they don't have to do anything, right? Because it has all of the pretty, shredded pretty paper. Let's say it's for a baby shower. And you have, a really pretty white basket and pretty pink shredded paper in there to kind of hide what the gift is. And then you wrap it with that and wrap it with a really pretty pink ribbon. They could pay extra for that packaging, and or you could just sell the item. But I don't think I would package it extra pretty without them actually ordering it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's what I would do, unless I was going to a to sell it at a booth or at a market or something. Then I would, if I wanted to present it as a package, I would have it all pretty and it's ready to go. And all someone has to do is pay, and they're going to pay for that extra packaging because that's what the price says, right? It's going to include that extra packaging. And then all they have to do is pick up that basket and they are done, right? They are done. They can put their own little card on it, and they are done. And a lot of people these days, they pay for convenience. And now people that don't want to pay for convenience, don't let them pay for convenience. Don't go to your extra trouble, right? Oh, you just can't do people. I see, Roberta. Charge them extra. Just offer it as an extra, for $17 more. I'm making up numbers, okay? I don't know how much this is going to cost. For $17 more, I will, you can have a special packaging and explain exactly what they're getting. And they might say, oh, it's not worth it. I can do it cheaper. Okay, go ahead, go do it. Or they might say, that's what I want. Take a picture of one of your completed projects, and they're going to say, that's exactly what I want because I don't have time. I'm so stressed right now. I have this doing, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and I'm doing this, and this looks beautiful. And let's go ahead and pay that extra. The price just keeps inflating. I know, Roberta. See, that's what happens when I sit here. I'm like, wait a minute. First I'm like $10, and then I'm like, no, it's $15. Oh, well, let's go to 17. I'm heading for 20 and 25. You can see that, right? Depending on what area you're living in, if you are living in Chicago, or, where it is, and you're in a high-end market or something, you're going to charge more because they're used to that, paying more. And you're going to give it the quality touch that they're expecting. So there you go. Roberta says, the one I just did had plans to put the loveys on a diaper cake, so you just bagged it. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, and Lori says, I don't label. I used to, but it's not worth my expense or time. Well, what about if it's their expense? Yeah, I don't know. Add it in, right? Yeah. Catherine says, I'm going to make a crochet basket and roll up my dishcloths and sell them from that. That's nice. I like that. I like that presentation. And you roll them up. Let's put a little wrapper around those and stick them in there with them all sticking up like those really delicious looking Reuben egg rolls that I just looked at, right, on Pinterest. And just stick them straight up. And then there you go. There you go. Now I'm hungry for egg rolls again. Oh my goodness. And Okay. Maureen says, my shower items that I package like that, if it's not for me, I definitely charge extra. Otherwise, it's just the commission price. I also charge extra if it's a last minute. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. And everybody's liking your idea, Kathleen. Everybody's liking it. And now, Anne-Marie, that is a good question. I have not sold my items yet. I give them away. Oh my gosh, right? So I am starting to make a collection of items that I can sell. And that's why I also like to get the nice plain gift bags with tissue, right? Just the plain gift bags. I have those. I have those. And that, you know, you could put a stamp on, or you can just do a really pretty you know what? The thing is, if you only charge $3 for the single crochet, I guarantee the single crochet takes more rows and more yarn. So I think that you should be charging the same for the single crochet ones as you do for the so-called fancy stitch ones. I think so. Or charge enough. You charge $3 for the single crochet, and you're probably using a $2 ball of cotton yarn. I think you should charge at least $4, $4.50 for even that plain one, because you put a lot of work into that. I mean, a single crochet, yes, that's the easiest stitch and that's the first stitch we learn, but that doesn't mean that it's faster, because it's not. You know, because your rows are shorter, so it takes more rows, it takes more stitches, you know. So don't sell yourself short just because it's single crochet. Roberta says, oh yeah, Maureen, I do extra if you want that blanket yesterday. Yeah, yeah. So don't sell yourself short, because even if it's only single crochet, you are the one who knows how to make it. And you are the one who knows how to hold that magic wand and wave it in the air and make the magic happen, right? Yes, you're the one who knows how to make that magic happen. And I, for one, believe that it is worth more than $3. Just saying. Okay, so let's see. So I am really excited about all of these printables that I'm seeing, because if Alice hadn't sent that to me, I wouldn't have even given it a second thought. So thank you, Alice. You are a rock star, let me tell you. Okay, Catherine. Okay, Roberta says, Catherine, I have a set price and extra if you want special colors and stitches. Nice, nice. Maureen says, at festivals and craft fairs around me, otherwise commission, going to start a page where I can sell online. Nice, nice. I have not done the festivals and craft fairs because I have not built up my makes stash enough, right? Yeah, I have not built it up enough because I just give them all away. I do that all the time. Ooh, Catherine. Lori says, Catherine, fantasy stitch calls for fantasy price. Yes, you charge like you would charge for a unicorn. Yes, it's true. Charging more for single crochet, but I don't think that charging equal to another stitch is, you know, is going to be a problem, because if you use bright colors, if you have them in a set, you know, because I'm looking at like this one. Well, let's see this one. Like this one right here, I haven't woven in the ends, but look how bright it is. I mean, it is bright, it is fun, it is pretty. Yes, it's a funky stitch, but where are the other ones? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So, you know, this one, look at that. I mean, that looks pretty, right? And that's just a simple stitch. It's not anything fancy, and it doesn't change up or anything, but it looks pretty when you see through it. This one, You know, it's not fancy, but it has rows and it's different. And I guarantee someone who does not know how to crochet, they're going to look at that and they're going to go, how in the world did you do that? Oh, good for you, Maureen. Maureen says, I don't worry about what others are charging around me. I'm proud of what I do. And, you know, now you don't want to price yourself out of the ballpark, obviously. You know, we want to be competitive, right? Here's the other thing. I mean, look at me. I haven't even, you know, made these really even. You know, that's the other thing. When, well, these are a couple stitches that I'm going to do some tutorials for. So I'm going to do those. But I got to get through this little rough patch, you know. 2022 has been rough for this family. You know, in January, my husband had surgery. February, he was out all month recovering. You know, his mom was in hospice and in ICU. And then March, she passed away. And so we're just really looking forward to a calm rest of the year. So you're making dinner and feeding your dog. Anne-Marie, nice. Feed your dog. Yes, 2022 is definitely 2022. Yes, I agree. I agree. It's been a rough year so already, but we are getting through it. And so, yeah, as soon as things calm down just a tiny bit, I'm going to do all of these tutorials. And because I have quite a few stitches that I want to share with you, and I'm going to share them in the form of dishcloths. So, yeah, but that's another thing. Do you try to make your dishcloths the same size? Is there a standard size for a dishcloth? I don't know. I need your help with that because obviously I just wing it and I do whatever the heck I want to do. And, you know, yeah, we're done with it. It's just not done with us like a bad, oh no, like a bad marriage. Oh my gosh, that tickled me. Oh my goodness. Let's drink some more coffee to that. Mm. Yummy, yummy. Nikki says she freestyles it. Okay. So, like when you are making dishcloths, do you follow other people's patterns and whatever it is? Or is there a standard? Let's see. If I package it as a set, I try to make them the same. Otherwise, it is what it is. Okay. Okay, and Catherine says she does 26 to 30 stitches depending on the pattern. Okay, that's good to know. And that's what I've done with these, and yet you see how, you know, they're a little different every time. It depends on what stitch, I guess, you use too. So that is good to know. And Naomi says she tries to stay with 8x8. That's good to know as well. 8x8. So that's a good goal. That's a good goal. 8x8. Okay, cool. And Alice says she's the same, Catherine. 26 to 30 stitches depending on the pattern. Okay, cool. Awesome. That is nice. Yeah, it's really nice. Now, when I was in the hospital with my husband while he was recovering, oh, if it's larger, you call them a washcloth. That's good, Alice. That's good. Yeah, let's try 8x8. That's a good standard to use, definitely. And so, now when I was in the hospital, I had 3 balls of cotton that I used, and I interchanged them with, and I think I got 6 different things out of them. And by using those 3 balls of cotton. Now, one of them was a puck, so it was like a scrubby puck or something like that. I don't know. So, new patterns to make dishcloths, 30 stitches. Okay. Geraldine, hey, good morning, Geraldine. It's good to see you. Or good afternoon where you are. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. And so that's good to know. So, yeah. So now the thing is with that, I was just sitting in the hospital. I didn't have a pattern. I was just winging it on all of them and just, you know, changing colors and doing things just to keep myself busy, to keep my mind active, to keep my hands active so that I wasn't freaking out over, you know, my husband's surgery and being in the hospital and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, we just got the bill for that yesterday. That's fun. We have insurance and we still, yeah, so it's a nice little bill. But that's okay. My husband's okay. And it's just, you know. Yes, Roberta, you have a question? Go ahead. And Maureen says, me too, Catherine. I block them so they usually come out pretty close to the same size, but that's what's special about handmade. No two exactly alike. That's true. That's true. Okay. Roberta says that's the size for Warm Up America squares. Okay. Oh, you've been asked to teach and you don't know where to start? You've been asked to teach someone how to do crochet? Okay, pipe in, everybody, help her out. What advice would you give Roberta on starting out with crochet? Yay. Well, obviously they're going to need to know how to do a slip knot and a chain. I know, Rita, foreign to you getting a bill for hospital stay. I know. Thank you, warmupamerica.org. Thank you for that link. And Alice says, Roberta, she can help you. And, oh, you have guaranteed 4 people? Nice, Roberta. That's awesome. Oh, the yellow ones are not selling? Oh, maybe we need to put a little flower on those. You know what? I think that might help cheer it up. You know, if the yellow ones aren't selling, people aren't into yellow. I personally am into yellow because I think it's a happy, happy color. But maybe if the yellow isn't selling like this, then maybe what we need to do is right here in this corner where I have the little thing, maybe what I need to do is just put a little white daisy there. That's all. Just a little daisy. And that way it's not just a plain white, oh look, there's a daisy on it with, you know, with a little green leaf or something. So anyway, that is what I would do. But thanks for telling us that. Yellow ones aren't selling for some reason. I wonder why. I wonder if she didn't play up the yellow or say, you know, isn't this yellow just the happiest color you've ever seen? Or right now, sunflowers. True. Put any kind of flower you want on the corner of anywhere, actually. It doesn't even have to be up here. It can be down here. It can be in this corner. It can be in any corner, right? And just give it a little interest. And there you go. Sold. And so yeah, I like that. I like that. Thank you, Alice, for offering to assist Roberta in her teaching venture, which is so exciting because that means that there's more crocheters out there. Yay! I love it. I love it. Gonna drink some more coffee. Ready? Let's take a sip break. Are we ready? Okay. Success. So, you know, oh my goodness, there's just so many things on here. I was going to, okay, you did a 3 times 3 hour lesson. And you taught 4 people. That's exciting, Alice. That's so exciting. Oh my goodness. Okay, Naomi has been asked to teach as well. Start with a little kit. Let's say everything to make a washcloth, yarn, hook, pattern, and needle. I love that idea. And I did that as well. I was asked to teach people to crochet, and that was how crochet therapy got birthed. Quite honestly, people at work, there were several people at work that wanted to learn how to crochet. So I bought yarn, and I bought different colors for various reasons. I don't know. If I had it to do over again, I would just buy everyone the same thing, the exact same thing, and put it in a little bag, a little ball of yarn, a hook, and a needle, and maybe a little 99-cent scissors, in there, just so that they could keep everything in that little bag, maybe a little ball of cotton yarn, and, a 4-weight cotton yarn, and start them with that. I think that that is actually what I would do now. So, when you first go to teach and you've never taught before and you think you know what is going to be easy for everyone, and then you find out it's not as easy as you think it is because you've been doing it for almost 50 years, and so it's always good. And so anyway, I know that Alice has a lot of hints for that, because since she has just, I love that idea about the kit though. Yarn, hook, pattern, and needle. Okay, and Maureen says, my yellows, I usually make baby size and trim in white. Yellow is not a good seller unless trimmed or appliqued somehow. Yeah, okay. I get that. I get that. Yellow is not as popular as it used to be. Yeah. Okay, and homework each time. Alice says she gives homework each time. The first lesson was a dishcloth. Second was a coaster in the round. That's nice. That's nice. So you have, so they have small items to complete. So when they get done with their lesson, they don't have this huge blanket that they learned a couple stitches on, but then it never gets done. It never gets completed. They always have a completed object. I really like that. Yeah, where to have it is a dilemma. So listen, Roberta, when I did mine, I called my local library and I said, do you have a room that I can use? And they said, why, yes, we do. And it's free. And so basically, in order to get on the schedule, I had to make it open to the public. So I did, but that was nice because then I made more friends. But it wasn't like a closed pay-for class, unfortunately. It turned into that. But the paid-for part could have been at a local restaurant. If you have a diner in your area, and we did at the time, we had a diner, and they had a back room, and as long as it wasn't already booked, they would let you sit back there. But even when they didn't, we just pulled the yarn out at the table. We would order breakfast. We would get together on a Saturday morning. We would order a cup of coffee, and if somebody was hungry, they would order breakfast, and then we would do our crochet. And as long as they weren't packed and waiting on our table, they didn't care. They didn't mind. And we sat there and crocheted, and then we left them a nice little tip. And they were a little cafe, so, everything was inexpensive anyway. So, and then we would get, something like a tea, iced tea or something after we drank our coffee and we needed something cool. We would just, we would stay there, and we would always ask permission, and they always said yes. So they did not feel like we were there to take advantage of them. In fact, the waitresses would come over and talk crochet with us. And, and yes, that was a little bit of a distraction, but it made rapport in the community. And they came to really, look forward to us coming because we were there. We would always order some kind of food because it always smelled so good in there, and have coffee. We couldn't wait for the coffee. And then we would crochet and go over, what we did. And now here's a hint to give to your people that you're teaching. When they make their first project, tell them, don't get rid of it. So many people in my class, they were ashamed of this or that, or look, this is not even, or, oh, my stitches are so tight and, now they're getting better. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to pull all the yarn. No, no, no. Hold on to that, because that's your first completed project. And then a couple years from now, after you've been crocheting a while, you look at that. I wish that I still had my first project that I made. I wish I did, because then I could look at it and go, oh my gosh, look at this. This was my first project. Look at how tight the stitches are. Look at how they're a little uneven. Look at how the sides go like this, a little bit right here. And then I would be able to see my progress. You see what I'm saying? That was one of the important things that I did. 2 hooks at the Dollar Tree, tape measure, scissors, stitch marker, needle, put in a dollar store pencil case. Nice, nice. The final lesson, they made a hat. Oh, Alice, that's awesome. Okay. Roberta says, I know these are church ladies from the same church. I thought I'd have them do a warm-up America squares using different stitches. Then they could learn joins and still do good. Nice. That's nice. And Maureen says, usually your church is open to offering a room or fellowship hall for things like that. And it is good outreach. But sometimes they don't want it if you're charging for it. So if you're charging for it, churches don't always want you to use that. Their fellowship hall for that. It just depends, But just be on the up and up with them. Say, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm teaching a class. We are... you can say, I don't know, they're paying for their kit, and I'm just going to sit and teach them how to crochet. They might even want you to open it up to the church. You never know. And then just tell them what the charge is for paying for their kit. I don't know. It really... Oh, Alice says, in between lessons, they sent me photos of their homework. That is nice. That is really nice. And I know that you kept up with them, and the get-togethers may be an issue. You need to call around. Yeah. So what size hook do you start with? Yeah. Booths at the beginning, I was going for colors, but found the neutral common colors sold better than the bright colors. Yes, it's true. It's true. The neutral colors sell better right now because people see neutral and they think natural, and they're more likely to buy them because they feel high end. The bright colors are happy for giving away as gifts and things, and I love bright colors. I'm not going to say anything against bright colors, but even I bought from the Dollar Tree neutral colors. And in fact, the one is kind of like it's a sage with a with like a very light tan in it. So that is very neutral too. Very spa-like. And those colors do sell a lot better because it does feel high-end. People want something that feels high-end. They don't want something that feels like their granny made it, 50 years ago. So, yeah. Okay. Yes, with your people aversion, you could definitely still work it and keep it on your comfort level, because you would be in charge of the class, you would be in charge of the interaction, you would be in charge of the time limit, you would be in charge of everything, even how you set up your class. Like if you set it up with, with tables, and they're on the other side, or however you do it. Goldenrod sells a lot better than bright yellow. Yes. Wendy says library, community center, coffee shop. Okay, bye, Alice. Have a great day. Have a wonderful day. Or go from one lady's house to another. That's an idea too. And Wendy, that's like a comfort level thing too. Some people don't want you in their home. I don't know. It's like the hospitality within homes, that kind of skill is sometimes lacking. You never know though. Or you might get to their home and wish you didn't. Alice has a channel? No, she doesn't. I don't think so. She has a channel, but she doesn't have any content on it, I don't think. I'm gonna have to go there and see, because I had said something to her about doing a channel, and she said no. So you're a granny? Yeah, me too. Catherine, me too. No, I don't think Alice has a channel. If she does, it's just within the last day, because I asked her a couple days ago, are you ready for your YouTube channel? And she said no. So I would be really surprised. Yes, I love brights too. Those are for me and gifts. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. Click on her name. Oh, she does have 2 videos. Okay. Thank you, Roberta. Thank you. I'm going to go check it out, because I had asked her about that and she told me no. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to go and click like on it and watch that. And yeah, Roberta, I don't think I could go into someone else's home either. I don't think I could. I don't think I want to. I think I want to keep it neutral, where my comfort level is, even, and where I know what's going to happen and where it's going to be and who's going to be around and that kind of a thing. Definitely, definitely. So at least until I get to know you, a lot better, I'm not really going to come into your home. Yeah. And you're her only subscriber? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's because she probably did that for her students, maybe. I don't know. Or for her class. She probably had to do something like that for her class. So that's awesome. Let's go over and subscribe. I say yes, let's subscribe to Alice Coleman. And we just have to click on her name. And yes, and then we'll be able to go right over there and check her out and subscribe, and then we'll surprise her. And so let's go on over there. Yay. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I hear some noise out in the house, and I think that maybe my little girls are awake. So I'm going to go give them hugs and kisses. And so I hope that you have a great Wednesday. Tomorrow is my mother-in-law's funeral. And so if you keep us in your thoughts and prayers tomorrow, I would appreciate it. And I will see you Friday morning. And thanks for talking to me about all of these makes. I really enjoyed this conversation. And it really helped me. And I'm on Pinterest right now, on that slippery slope that we call Pinterest. And, I'm very, very happy that I'm here, because I am getting some ideas. And so anyway, I hope that you guys stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to all of you.